So I just left Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness, and I'm like, I watched those post-credit scenes, and I've got to explain them to the internet. Well, the first scene, I can't really explain, but the second scene, oh, I can explain the hell out of that. So in the first scene, Charlize Theron is like, look at me, I've got a big crazy costume, and I'm cutting up the multiverse, coming to the dark dimension. You did some bad stuff, we did a bad thing, Doctor Strange, and now you've got to come into the dark dimension, or just, somewhere else or whatever, and we've got to, have a third movie, and he's got the eye, he's still got the eye. I don't think they're gonna keep the eye. The eye feels very Sam Raimi, where he's like, he's got a third eye, look at it, it's badly composited, and it's blinking and stuff, ooh, spooky horror. I feel like it's gonna be the Thor Infinity, War thing, where it's like, oh yeah, you want to have the Odin thing, you're doing the Odin metaphor. No, we want him to look sexy with two eyes. So we're doing two eyes. I think they'll scrap that. I'd love if they didn't. But yeah, they're going to jump into the thing, and she's probably a character from the comics. And you're like, you're not explaining anything. How dare you waste my time? Well, let me explain the hell out of the second post-credit scene. So the second post-credit scene brings back Bruce Campbell, who had a little cameo in the film. He's Sam Raimi's best buddy. They made the Evil Dead trilogy, which you haven't seen. Watch them. If you like Doctor Strange 2, you're going to love Evil Dead. It's absolute nonsense madness, campy, horror, insane. It's brilliant. And in that, Bruce Campbell, in one of them, his hand gets possessed and it starts punching him, and he does all this physical comedy. So that little reference, if you didn't know, with Bruce Campbell in the movie, that little cameo, he's punching himself, that's a reference. I think the cameo, it's a little bit of fun. But to me, I'm kind of like, I just would have loved to see him play like a Doctor Strange or Mysterio, because he was going to do that in Spider-Man 4, or just something little like that would have been really, really fun. Or he should have been Spider-Man, and then they were like, it's Spider-Man, but like he's overweight or whatever. And then he turns around and he shoots webs out of his butt, because they set that up at the start, which is like, Spider-Man, does he shoot webs out of his butt? And he's like, God, I hope no. We should have seen that. But, it's just kind of an Evil Dead reference where he's like, punch yourself, and he's like, bang, bang, oh, look, it's my comedic comedy stuff, and it's fun. But I feel like if you don't know Evil Dead, you're like, what is that? It cuts, and everyone's like, oh, I'm so excited after 10 minutes of credits, and everyone talking about how crazy that movie was, and everyone was like, it's the best thing ever, and other people being like, probably too much for me. What did I just see? But Bruce Campbell, he's punching himself, and then suddenly he's like, oh, it's been 3 weeks, I can stop punching myself now. Then he looks directly at the camera, and he's like, leave the cinema, you nerds, you stupid nerds. It's over. Got us. Bloody got us. But, you know what? I think it would have been funny if that's the first time they did this. The most funny one was in Spider-Man Homecoming, where we had shots of Steve Rogers doing like he's like, I'm Steve Rogers, and I'm Captain America, and you're at a school, and I'm telling you a thing about a school. You know what I'm saying? I can't think. Oh my God, my brain is literally just like firing on all cylinders. I can't handle this movie was so much. How am I going to go to sleep? I have to go to work in like 5 hours. Oh my God. But yeah, I just feel like, because Captain America, he already did it, where he's like, now guys, it's about patience. And it's like, oh, because we were all being patient, but we wanted a scene, but this is just a joke at our expense. Very funny. Whereas this one was more him just looking at the camera and being like, leave the cinema, you nerd. That's fine, it's funny, but I feel like they've already done that. So maybe just put another scene of crazy madness. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And if you want more crazy rambling rants about a man who just loved Doctor Strange, check out my spoiler review. Big spoilers all over the place. Just dropped it. Would love to see you all there. And what do you all think about these post-credits? Big yays or big nays?